Abdullah Hamdok, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear Sudanese friends. A little over a year ago, I visited Sudan's neighbor Ethiopia, a country that has been undergoing an impressive transformation since 2018. At that time, I never would have dreamed that a mere 12 months later, I would be spending an evening with you in Khartoum, in this beautiful garden, in the German ambassador's residence on the shores of the Nile. And yet we are gathered here today after witnessing a revolution that drew attention around the world, or let's say a historic watershed that among the Sudanese has sparked great hope for a better future. There is no doubt, ladies and gentlemen, that the Sudan is at a turning point in its history. Many hope that the new Sudan will provide positive, creative impetus in the whole Horn of Africa. In Germany, we closely and with great empathy followed last year's developments. The desire and the determination of the Sudanese to take a peaceful stand for freedom, democracy and justice, and to bring down a decades-old dictatorship made a deep impression on many in Europe, as well as the meanwhile almost iconic images of young men and above all women defiantly standing up to the regime. What might be a unique opportunity to attain peace and democracy must now be seized and filled with life. Today, during my meetings with Prime Minister Hamdok and General Burhan, I gained the impression that there is a strong desire for positive change and that the transition has already started. Thanks especially to my meetings this afternoon with young members of the protest movement, I believe that we have a generation and population determined to take fate into their own hands. Building on the impressive story of the revolution and a new beginning that they wrote in the spring of 2019, this population now wants to continue writing an equally uplifting story about societal transformation, democratic renewal, and social reconciliation. No one, dear guests, is ignorant of the challenges. The difficult economic crisis must be dealt with. The peace agreement needs to be reached with the armed groups. The center-periphery conflicts that have long troubled the Sudan must be contained and the country set on a path to democratic elections. We owe respect to those who, knowing about the poisoned heritage from the last 30 years, we owe respect to those who are ready to take responsibility and proceeding on the path of transformation. As your country tackles all the challenges and tasks, the Sudan, which was for many decades ostracized and isolated, can count on goodwill and support from the international community. I assure you today, Mr. Prime Minister, and this is the message I want to send with my visit, that Germany extends its hand to you as a partner and as a friend. Moreover, Mr. Prime Minister, we will work hard to lobby support from the international community with the goal of ensuring a successful transition. We have a vested interest in your success, and we also want to make concrete contribution to this end. So thank you very much, and shukran.
working.